Construction work sites are dynamic workplaces with a diverse range of activities, as skilled workers bring architectural visions to life. Unfortunately, during all of this activity, there is a risk of serious accidents. However, the risk of these accidents occurring can be controlled. In this video, we will delve into the paramount importance of risk assessment in construction, with a particular focus on the Model Work Health and Safety Act and the Model Code of Practice, construction work. By comprehending the risk assessment process, its key players, and the compelling advantages of its implementation, we can foster a culture of safety that will protect workers and enhance the construction industry's integrity. By conducting risk assessments early, potential hazards can be identified during the planning stages. This allows the implementation of preventive measures from the outset, minimizing the chances of accidents later. Risk assessments facilitate informed resource allocation, ensuring adequate funding for safety measures and proper utilization of resources to mitigate identified risks. Conducting risk assessments in the pre-construction phase ensures compliance with safety regulations from the start. A solid risk assessment also expedites the permit process and streamlines project planning. Engaging workers in risk assessments during the early stages fosters a safety-driven culture. Workers become more safety-conscious, contributing to a collaborative effort to maintain a secure work environment. Conducting a risk assessment is a fundamental practice that has many benefits above a safe working environment. Legal compliance under the Model Workplace Health and Safety Act and Model Code of Practice. There are specific duties that apply to construction work. Compliance with these laws is essential to avoid penalties and maintain a safe working environment. Financial savings. Preventing accidents through risk assessment can lead to substantial cost savings. By avoiding medical expenses, worker compensation claims, property damage, and potential legal actions, businesses can protect their financial interests. Project efficiency. Risk assessments contribute to better project planning and execution. Addressing potential risks early on allows for informed resource allocation and improved project efficiency, reducing the likelihood of delays and disruptions. Reputation and client confidence. Companies that prioritize risk assessment and safety practices develop a positive reputation within the industry. Clients are more likely to trust and choose businesses that demonstrate a commitment to worker safety. Productivity and morale. A safe work environment enhances worker morale and productivity. Employees feel more secure, engaged, and motivated when they know their well-being is a priority. Risk mitigation. Risk assessments empower businesses to identify and address potential risks before they escalate. Implementing appropriate control measures helps mitigate risks effectively. Continuous improvement. Risk assessments are not one-time events. They encourage a culture of continuous improvement. Regular reviews and updates to risk assessments ensure that safety measures remain effective as conditions change. Legal protection. In the event of an accident or incident, having documented risk assessments can provide legal protection for businesses. It demonstrates that due diligence was exercised in identifying and managing risks. The construction industry is governed by the Model Code of Practice, construction work, that is an approved code of practice under the Model Workplace Health and Safety Act. The code aims to provide practical guidance to persons conducting a business or undertakings involved in construction, including construction companies, contractors, and construction site owners. By adhering to this code, a person conducting a business or undertakings can fulfill their legal obligations and effectively manage risks associated with hazardous construction work. The code emphasizes the identification of hazards specific to construction work. This includes recognizing potential risks associated with working at heights, handling hazardous materials, operating heavy machinery, and other construction-related activities. Persons conducting a business or undertakings are guided on how to assess the risks associated with identified hazards. This process involves evaluating factors such as likelihood and severity to determine the level of risk and prioritize mitigation efforts. The code provides guidance on implementing control measures to eliminate or minimize the identified risks. Persons conducting a business or undertakings are encouraged to follow the hierarchy of controls, considering elimination, substitution, engineering controls, administrative controls, and personal protective equipment. Persons conducting a business or undertakings are advised to regularly review and monitor the effectiveness of implemented control measures. This ongoing evaluation ensures that the risk management strategies remain effective and are adapted as necessary to changing circumstances. The code emphasizes the importance of providing comprehensive training and information to workers regarding identified risks and the control measures in place. This empowers workers to actively participate in maintaining a safe work environment. Understanding who the key players are and their role in the risk assessment process has an impact on worker safety. Under the Model Workplace Health and Safety Act, the responsibility for completing a risk assessment falls on the person conducting a business or undertaking. The person conducting a business or undertaking is the legal entity or person responsible for carrying out the construction work or business activity. It can refer to an individual, a company, a partnership, a government department, or any other organization that conducts the business or undertaking. Also, under the Model Workplace Health and Safety Act, the responsibility for completing a risk assessment can also fall on the construction site owner if they are managing the project and meet the definition of a person conducting a business or undertaking. The term person conducting a business or undertaking is broad and encompasses various individuals, entities, or organizations that conduct business activities or undertake projects, including construction projects. Workers are invaluable resources in the risk assessment process. Their first-hand experiences and understanding of the construction site dynamics are crucial for identifying hazards and designing effective control measures. Engaging workers empowers them to take ownership of their safety and fosters a strong safety culture. Health and safety reps play a vital role in representing the health and safety interests of workers. They collaborate with the person conducting a business or undertaking to convey workers' perspectives, highlight potential risks, and advocate for appropriate control measures. Safe Work Australia's Model Code of Practice. Construction work details the risk management process that should be followed prior to construction work. To complete a risk assessment, follow these steps. Step 1. Identifying the hazard before construction begins. A comprehensive hazard identification process is initiated. This step involves systematically analyzing the construction site, processes, materials, and equipment to pinpoint potential sources of harm. Common construction site hazards include working at heights, operating heavy machinery, handling hazardous materials, electrical risks, and exposure to noise and vibrations. Step 2. Assessing the risks. Once hazards are identified, the next step is to assess the risk associated with each one. Risk analysis involves evaluating the likelihood of an incident occurring and the severity of the potential harm. This process helps prioritize risks based on their level of urgency, enabling efficient allocation of resources to address the most critical issues. Step 3. Control the risks. After identifying and analyzing risks, the focus shifts to implementing control measures to eliminate or minimize these risks. The hierarchy of controls serves as a guide for selecting appropriate measures: elimination, substitution, engineering controls, administrative controls, and PPE. Step 4. Maintaining and reviewing control measures. The risk assessment process is not a one-time event. It requires continual monitoring and review to ensure its effectiveness over time. As construction projects progress and new hazards emerge, regular reassessments help identify evolving risks and control measures are updated accordingly. For more information on the risk management process for construction work, refer to the Model Code of Practice, Construction Work. We have provided extra resources in the comment field. Prioritize workplace safety today. Like this video, leave a comment sharing your safety practices, and subscribe to our channel for more informative videos on workplace safety and related topics.